Welcome to Candid Conversations with FD. Today we're going to sit down and talk to an avid sports card collector and go through the history of why he has collected what and talk more about his interest in sports in the future. Jordan is the GOAT, period.
So what's up with Russell
hear
Westbrook in the playoffs? Let's talk about
Are
that.
you trying to tell me that Steph Curry is not top 10 all time?
Pink Aaron, he's a giant.
Who is Bobo?
LeBron over here talking about he's seeing 3 of everything? Come on, man. This is Candid Conversations with FD.
Okay, so Fabian, I'm going to start hard, okay?
Richie Decker.
I'm going to start with...
Go hard, go big with
I'm
it.
going big. I'm going to start big. You told me to bring props.
That's right.
And I'm going to start with my 5 favorite cards. And this
Okay.
will also tell you
Wow, we're going to get some close-ups.
how I got into collecting.
Okay.
All right?
I know some Manos is going to be in here.
Okay, so these are my prime collecting years.
Okay.
And this is a 1965 Mickey Mantle. This is my favorite card.
Yes.
This is the first year that I ever started collecting. I was 6. And, you know, when you grew up in New York in the 1960s, Mickey Mantle was God.
Yes.
So this was the card to get in 1965. And I started in the middle, and I don't remember much about how I actually got into it, but I do remember that I had to have this card. Mm-hmm. And obviously this is not the one that I had when I was 6, but I'm kind of addicted to this card, and you know, this is a PSA 6.5. I have 4 PSA 8s at home.
Okay.
I actually think that this 6.5 looks as nice as some of the 8s. But that to me is the card. And if I see one in a PSA 8 and the price is reasonable, I have no self-control.
Okay.
That's why I have 4 other ones.
Yeah. This is a nice card. How did you go about getting this one?
You know, I honestly don't remember. I would go on eBay and I buy
Okay.
a lot of cards on eBay, and I saw that one, and you know, I probably got this before I could afford the 8s.
Yeah.
When I was
That's
younger.
how it always happens.
So
right?
and then I started to upgrade.
Okay.
So now let me go next.
Go for it.
By the way, these are my prime collecting years, 1965 to 1969.
Okay.
I have all these sets in really nice condition.
Okay.
And I'm going to give a plug. I buy a lot of my cards here from a guy named Matt Fettergreen, who owns Beverly Hills Baseball Card Shop on Robertson, which is one of the premier stores in the LA area.
Yeah, and we want to visit that.
Yeah, I'm the only one who's really still around, and just tell him that, you know, we did this.
We'll do.
So this card, this is a 1966 Mickey Mantle card, and in this year, he came out in the first series, because back then there were 7 series, and a new series would come out every month. And I remember at age 7, actually I hadn't turned 7 yet, being very excited for the new cards to come out, because I wasn't around collecting at the beginning of when these came out. I got in the middle. So my mom went to the store in suburban New York.
What kind of store?
It was back then it was called the Stationery Store,
Okay.
and this is called Valcrest Stationery.
Okay.
And she went, and back then they sold these packs in wax packs, cello packs, and rack packs.
Yeah.
So cello packs, I think they were like less than $1, and you could see the top card and the bottom card on the pack. And my mom went and she bought me 10 cello packs with Mickey Mantle showing.
Oh, wow.
This card.
Okay.
Now this is not the card that I had when I was 7.
That's right.
Because I don't have any of those. And even though this card is not graded, I happen to really like this card, because in this particular year, part of the condition is how red the card is in the design.
Yes.
And this one has a real colorful red to it, while some of the PSA 8s that I have of this card are not nearly this nice.
Would you ever get that card graded?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you see this little white thing on his sleeve right
Yes.
there? I was told that the reason why this card wouldn't grade high is because there's a word that I don't recall where the paper is kind of coming off the card. It's almost undetectable. It doesn't really bother me at all.
Yeah.
But I just happen to really like this one. So that's a 66 mantle.
One could collect. I just want to say this. One could collect for years and never see all this laid out like this right here. I've never seen this laid out. I've collected for
This is
a long
only
time.
5 years.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then this next one, this is the 67 mantle. This is a really popular set because he came out in the second series that year. So I remember being 7, just short of 8, being really bummed in the first series when he wasn't in that, and I had to wait a month.
Okay.
And I'm not patient now. So
Yeah.
at 7 and 8, I really wasn't. And even though this is a face shot and some people might think it's boring, I just happen to love this card. And I have a lot of nicer ones of this. And in the graded cards, this one doesn't have it, which is good. But there's a little tail on the top of the S in many of the graded cards, which keep them like a grade lower. When you get graded cards, you tend to get a little picky.
Yeah,
So I don't
fair.
like the ones with the little S because it looks a little it's a little like run over of paint.
Yeah.
It's a little sloppy looking. But anyway, we know this is second series card because of the number 150, and I don't know what you know about 1967 cards, but the high numbers, like in the 6th and the 7th series, were really hard to get because
I've read that.
That would be toward when football season started and people got less interested in baseball. So if you want to collect this set, the 7th series cards, the high numbers, are really hard to get, really expensive in good condition. So that's that one.
Let's show this.
Now, for me, one of the reasons why, I'm doing all the talking.
Go ahead. No, I want to listen. I want to learn.
For one of the reasons why, to me, card collecting is so pivotal to my life to this day, is because all of these cards bring back memories. I remember this is a 1968 Mickey Mantle. I think he was in the 4th series that year,
Okay.
280 or maybe the 3rd. And I remember getting this card with my grandmother, who's now deceased, in Queens, New York. I remember, I can visualize it as we're sitting here talking, getting a pack and opening the pack and getting this card with her. Obviously, this is not that one, but this is an ungraded card that's in really nice shape. I don't really care about getting cards graded once I own them. I mean, this looks to me like it would probably be a 7 or an 8, but I could be wrong. You tend to kind of overgrade your own cards.
Yeah, everybody does that. Very nice.
So I happen to really, I like that card a lot.
And it's interesting how cards, when you go back, like you just told that story, I think every collector has, if it's a card that they really enjoy, even if it's valuable or not, where they got it from, probably who they were with, and what was going on at that time. Like I remember when Jerry Rice came out in '87, my brother was a senior in high school at Thornridge High School in Chicago. And we used to go to the 7-Eleven, which is right by the store.
Right.
Which was right by the school. It's not there now. And I used to go in, they used to have cards right by the cash register. And I would pick them out all the time and get so many. And get in the car and wait for them to come out of school and open them up. And just stack up the Jerry Rice cards. Now, a lot of other cards in that set are not as valuable, but you just remember how you went about getting those.
Well, that's
cards.
a good segue into this one.
Yeah.
So this I have a very similar story about this. This is one of my favorite stories. So this is a 69 Mickey Mantle, not graded, and this is the white letter variation. So normally the 69 has yellow letters. This one, which I think is in pretty good shape, is way more expensive, really hard to find. And this particular year, really hard to find centered. And I'm picky about centered cards. I don't like off-centered cards. So this is a very well-centered card, white letter. I don't know what it would grade at. I'm thinking maybe a 6, maybe a 7. So I have to just tell you the story about this card.
Go ahead.
So I grew up in the suburbs of New York City in Rockland County. And back then they sold cards in stationery stores, which were like variety stores where you can get magazines. They didn't have any food. They had candy. They had, cards, cigarettes, toys, school supplies, etc.
Yeah.
Well, I was either 9 or 10 when this card came out in 1969, and there was this more of like a delicatessen called Sal's, and it was the only store that I was allowed to walk to because we could cut through the woods, and there was only a little of a way on the main road. So I remember I went to Sal's, and he had retired right before the 69 season, and this is card number 500. I think it was the 6th series, maybe the 5th, actually. It was the 5th, actually. And it was the first time in my life I could afford to buy a box of cards. I think it was 24 packs, $1.
Wow.
And I went and I got this card out of that box. Not this one, but a 69 Mickey Mantle, yellow letter. I remember also Tom Seaver, his second year card was in that, and I got that out of the box too. A couple months ago, I have a 29-year-old son and a 25-year-old daughter. My daughter just moved here, back from New York to here. My son moved back from New York to here a few years ago, and we went to visit my mom and to go to Yankee opening day, because I do that every year. And I went and I drove to where I grew up, and I went to the store, Sal's, where still there. And I told the lady, who barely spoke English, and they didn't sell cards anymore, that I went and I got my cards there, including this, and she basically told me in Spanish that a lot of people come back and tell her that.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's my, those are my 5 favorite cards right there.
Well, I'm going to show you some basketball cards that are current.
I couldn't name 3 guys in the NBA. Maybe.
Well, this is a throwback card I'll show you.
This is a design of 1970, kind of like 78?
I think it's 78. It says it on here.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So so this is like one of the tops now things that they're doing.
Yes.
You know what? I bought kind of like this concept, this Aaron Judge set, which was very expensive. Every one of his cards and every design year that I was going to bring that, but every year, Topps ever made a card, Aaron Judge.
How many total cards are there?
I don't know. I never counted, but in order, in like a really nice, and there's one of one. And so it was expensive.
So what excited me about this was Acuna and Soto on the same card.
Oh yeah.
Paid nothing for this on eBay.
Verdugo's good too.
Yeah.
What's it worth now? I just asked a question then.
Almost 1,000.
Oh really? Yeah.
I paid attention to that. So this is some LaMelo Ball. Charlotte Hornets. Rookie this year.
Wait, this is not the one who was on the Lakers.
No.
Okay. So I'll tell you what I don't like about this card.
What's that?
I don't like any cards of anybody that aren't in the uniforms of the team that they're actually on.
Yeah.
Is he good?
Oh, he's a pretty good player. Might be Rookie of the Year or runner-up.
Is he the best of the 3? There's 3, right?
3 big names?
No, 3 brothers.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's the best of the 3. I thought that was the sophomore year.
So who's the one that was on the Lakers?
Lonzo Ball.
Is he still playing?
Yes.
Is he good?
Pelicans. He's decent. He's getting better. Getting more of a consistent jump shot.
Yeah. So how do you rank your sports?
Basketball, football, baseball.
Okay. I'm hockey, baseball, nothing else.
LaMelo. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, LaMelo.
See, now this is a nice card.
It's in his jersey,
It's a nice card. Yeah. So is this
It's a Panini card.
Yeah.
It's out of 10.
I think Panini did really well, and I was bummed they lost their baseball license.
Yep.
And I was friendly with the guy who's a bigwig in Panini. But now that they don't really do anything, although they did make hockey stickers, but they just lost that, and now Topps has the hockey stickers.
Yeah, Topps is trying to dominate. All right, show you a few more. This is a LeBron card, 2016.
Are you a LeBron fan?
I'm in Brown LeBester.
Okay. So, but you didn't answer my question.
I respect LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these people that says he's won too much. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Brady hasn't won too much.
You know what I don't like about LeBron? I don't like people that just use free agency the way he does. I don't like that.
I have a lot of friends who feel the same way you
I'm
do.
more about like it's kind of hypocritical because I'm a Yankee fan and I like when Yankees sign free agents. I like to get players, but people that just kind of are not loyal to one place and they just move. Because I'm a fan.
Or bring people in to win a championship.
Yeah. I'm not into that.
I know several friends that don't like LeBron for that same reason.
Yeah.
And when you bring LeBron up, it becomes it's a moment of conversation about how he does that. So like this year, the Lakers just got put out. You know something's going to happen in free agency about the Lakers. There's already conversation happening with Damian Lillard. Financially, I don't know how that happens.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, Portland Trailblazers point guard. I'm into some young guys. James Wiseman. Center, Golden State Warriors.
One of my colleagues is a huge Kentucky fanatic, like fanatic. So the only thing I know about basketball is like I'll hear about Kentucky players that then make the NBA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see if you have
So like Booker, people like that.
I mean, I don't remember them.
Okay.
You know?
I probably don't have too much.
But they're crazy, Kentucky fans.
So another LaMelo card.
You're into LaMelo? Or this is investing? Okay.
This was LeBron's second year. Bazooka card. The card I picked up recently at the show is a glass card of LeBron.
Where are their shows?
Oh, the shows in Palace. Rich, I'll start texting you.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Text me.
I want to go to the show with you.
Text me. By the way, so I don't like this card because it's all like clear. Like if
it's
it had,
hard to see.
If it had color, I would like it. And I have some cards like this, hockey with color that I like.
Is it like an acetate or is it glass?
It's acetate.
Yeah.
I like acetate.
I love acetate because it's easy to scratch and hard to grade.
But I'll tell you what I don't like about cards like this. I keep my cards in plastic sheets, and I'll see a card on eBay that I really like, and I'll buy it, and it's too fat to put in a plastic sheet, and I don't like that.
You gotta get different sheets. You gotta get different sleeves to put them in.
Like are there 9 sleeves that
They're
are
thicker.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Where do you get them?
Any card shop, any hobby shop would have them. Luka Doncic silver rookie card.
Panini. Yep. Panini has the basketball license.
Mm-hmm. Now the story behind that card: my youngest son, was born about a week after I bought this card.
Oh.
So this is like the RB. This is RB, the Roberts card. Probably something I never get rid of because of that. Another James Wiseman. This is a 1-on-1. But again, it has this collar shirt, the Nike swoosh on it.
See, the thing about one-on-one, I find one-of-ones really frustrating. And like that's one thing in virtual, it's better because, well, if the person doesn't want to sell, it's the same thing. But if you can find it, and the person, and on this, the people know each other a lot, so they know that like there's a particular player, this Artemi Panarin, if it's a one-on-one, I'm coming for it. They know, and other people will watch out and try to get it and help me. Problem with physical one-on-one cards is you have one bigger problem that makes it even harder, which is you don't know if anyone is even ever going to open the box that the one-on-one is in.
True.
You know? So like, for example, there's a Panarin card that I'm trying to get that comes from this product called MVP, and I think there's 5 of them made, and I'm holding the slot in my sheet for the card, and it's been a year and I haven't seen one pop yet. You know? So that's really frustrating.
It is frustrating. Even out of 10s can be very frustrating.
I know.
This is a Acuna rookie card, autograph, on card, numbered.
Nice.
Didn't even know at the time how hard that would be to get.
How'd you get that?
On eBay.
Oh, okay.
At a very reasonable price at the time. He had just come out.
I use eBay all the time.
Yeah.
Like every day.
Every day. G knows I'm on every day. Affordable Brady.
So this is a baseball card design.
Yep. It really is.
2000, early 2000s. I think that Brady is the best quarterback who ever played, but I'm not a fan.
Why not?
Well, I'm from.
Because the Jets and Giants?
Well, I'm not a football fan, but I'm from New York.
Okay.
So it's very difficult to like anything Boston.
I respect that because being from Chicago, anything Minnesota, St. Louis,
Yeah.
not having it. Kansas City, not having it.
Although Kansas City does have good barbecue.
They do. St. Louis does in some spots. Non-numbered Acuna.
Do you like, is like Acuna your favorite player, or you just like to have like
Some people I just invest in.
Yeah.
When I first saw him play, I saw something that was special
Yeah.
that I could see going for years. He puts the bat on the ball. Now the ball may pop out the park,
Right.
but you very rarely see this guy swing for a home run.
Yeah.
He's just playing
And
baseball.
a lot of guys are not putting the bat on the ball
No,
these days.
and then he's animated on the bases,
Yeah.
almost like old school. I wouldn't say like Willie Mays,
He's got
but he's
pizzazz.
animated.
He's
Yeah,
got
see?
pizzazz.
And he's having fun.
Yeah.
This is a car I recently invested in. Only one of its kind.
Now I know Stephen Curry, and he's a lock Hall of Famer.
Should be locked. Should be first ballot.
Yeah.
Should be locked down. I thought I need to start investing in it.
Now this card, they did a design like this in baseball when they had the license.
A little jersey action in there too. It's funny though, like this is 2009. How different car designs are now.
Yeah.
You won't see that today. It's got a little shimmer to it, but you still
Yeah.
won't see that today.
A lot more shimmer back then.
Yeah.
Panini had more shimmer.
So LeBron rookie, chrome.
That's a very Topsy design.
Yeah, very much so, right? White border with the red trim.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of chrome because I like it becomes more like art as opposed to
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, I like photography.
Yeah.
So I don't buy Topps chrome cards. I buy Topps, But again, we get back to there's something for everybody.
Everybody. That's the tops right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Draft night. Now I got these cards. I'm gonna tell you this story. I got these cards LeBron's rookie year.
Yeah.
I went to a trip to I'll tell this story. Went to a trip to Miami Beach. Found a card shop. I used to take vacations and find a card shop in the city.
I do. That would be the first thing I
Yeah,
do.
and walk
I get
around.
to the room. I
That's
look
right.
up in the phone book.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. So I went to a shop, and a guy was there. The owner was there, and I went in looking for LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. And I had heard of Dwayne Wade. I had watched him in a tournament at Marquette. And thought he was a decent player. Thought he was undersized as a guard. So I was like, nah, that's not going. So this guy's telling me, no, you shouldn't buy Carmelo Anthony. You should buy Dwayne Wade. He just kept harping us. He had all kind of Dwayne Wade stuff graded out, cheap prices.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm focused on Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. So I picked this up, and I picked this up, and I pick up a few more Carmelos. Never have picked up the Dwayne Wade's equivalent. Never have. I like him as a player.
Is he really good?
Yeah, very
Hall of
good.
Famer?
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
One in 2006 for Shaq.
Oh, okay.
Hall of Fame. And then this is a recent card I picked up, which is hard to find. Yeah, 3Ds in existence.
So this is
That's a 92 archive top.
So this is a 1983 baseball design.
Same as the Don Adler.
Yeah, 84 baseball design.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is a gorgeous card.
You know we're going to do this again, right?
Oh, totally. Well, we got to go to a show.